everybody? It's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving into a distillery never before featured on this channel that's got some cool-ass bottle label art going on. It's not a brothel, it's Art of the Spirits. So, Art of the Spirits is kind of a NDP, pretty much, distillery. They're kind of sourcing stuff. A lot of their age-dated stuff is from Missouri, distilled in Missouri. And I believe some of it's old, some of it's 20, 21, 19 years old, 17. They got cigar blends, all that kind of stuff. Haven't tried a lot of those, so I can't say I don't own any of those. But what I do have in my possession is an Art of the Spirit, what they call bourbon barrel finish. You're like, okay, it's a bourbon barrel. No. This one's called Easy Elegance. It is a straight rye whiskey. So it is a rye whiskey finished in a bourbon cask. And this is a store pick, my friends, from Crestmount Wine and Spirits in Jessup, Maryland. After review and taste this, if you want one of these, stop on by Crestmount Wine and Spirits in Jessup, Maryland. Ask for Pinkle. He'll help you out. Tell him Bourbon Bill sent you. If it's good. Now, full transparency, thank you to Crestmount Wine and Spirits. They did give me this bottle for free. So we are going to go over that. Okay, there you go. They did give me this bottle for review purposes. Now, look, I've never had Art of the Spirits, really anything from them before that I can remember. And I believe Crestmount is the only store in Maryland to carry Art of the Spirits. And this is a pick of his. He's got a lot of good bourbon selection and rye selection. So if you're a bourbon rye drinker, go check out his store anyway if you're near there. He's got a lot of cool stuff in there. But this one caught my eye because I love my ryes. Okay? And it's finished in a bourbon barrel. And beyond that, you want to know what's real special about this son of a bitch? A few things. One, we get a small distilled in Indiana in like the smallest font known to man on the back. So it is aged 7 years. So it is 7-year-old MGP finished for about a year and a half in a William Laure Weller barrel. That's right, a WLW. Now, the price on this son of a bitch, if you want one, is $99.99 or $100 hairs a bottle. I think it's cool how they do a kind of a different, unique image, and this one's a pretty sexy image if I do say so myself. So I'm thinking, how this has got to be delicious, right? 7-year-old MGP 95.5 rye finished for 16 to 18 months in a WLW barrel. How good is it? Let's find out. Color, medium for a rye. Ryes are generally a little lighter. It's not massively dark, despite spending time in that WLW barrel. All right, on the nose. Oh, just a lot of rye spice on this one. It's not dilly, but it is very herbally and like minty. A lot of rye spice. If you're not an herbal or, it's not quite minty, but if you're not an herbally kind of rye guy, this probably isn't for you. I dig it. It's very, it's almost floral. Herbally, floral rye. Sweet. Kind of got like a key lime pie thing going on. But then right beneath that scent is just a sweet bourbon scent. Okay, and I mean, I've never even tried WLW, I don't think. I don't think anyone's ever sent me a sample of that. Nor have I ever seen a bottle, nor have I ever tried it. So there you go. But it's got a delicious caramel, just caramel and brown sugar and just a little bit of a bourbon scent beneath this herbal rye. Quite, it smells like a burr rye, honestly. I kind of dig that about it. All right, down the hatch. Man, is that good. Oh, that's good. Wow. So, I forgot to say the proof. It is 118.8 proof, compute 59.4% alcohol by volume. So kind of just what we smell in the nose comes through in the palate. Okay, you got this It is sweet. It almost comes across like it's like fruity, sweet, but then like herbal rye, a lot of rye spice notes, followed by this just like, we'll say generic bourbon, like vanilla, caramel, brown sugar bourbon palette that like smooths the rye, the spiciness of the rye down. This drink's so dangerously easy. I would say this drink's like 100, like 100 proof. It does. It's a unique finish that I really have never had on a rye, and it kind of reminds me of some of the Sagamores, right? But they're finishing usually like a wine, or they're not finishing a bourbon barrel. So I dig this a lot. I think if you're a fan of rye, how could you go wrong with this? This is basically an 8.5-year-old product. $100 hairs isn't a bad price. It's a buy from Bourbon Bill. Easy sipper, A+ rating. Go pick one up. Go pick one up. Man, is that good. Now, I don't know what to compare it to because I don't have any rye finish in bourbon other than that one. So I brought out the old Wild Turkey Unforgotten, which is a burr rye. A lot more expensive. 105 proof, so lower proof. We'll pour it up in the mini here. I don't recall, but clearly older stuff in here, and it's obviously all Wild Turkey. On the nose. Oh yeah. There's a lot more age here, a lot more oak coming through. But it kind of has that same. Well, the Wild Turkey smells better, but I mean, the Art of the Spirits here from Crestmount is a lot more rye forward because it is a rye finished in a bourbon barrel than a burr rye. So this isn't the world's best comparison, but it is what I got. So deal with it. There's just so much more mature sweet oak on this Wild Turkey Master's Keep. Down the hatch. Oh, God, I forgot how good Unforgotten is. What a monster bottle. It's interesting because Unforgotten comes in the reverse order for me. Unforgotten starts with some fruit and then just like a lot of oak. And then the rye spice comes through at the end. Where's the Crestmount? The Crestmount's the opposite. The rye spice is up front. Then comes like the caramel, vanilla, bourbon flavors on the back. To like just, it beautifully integrates with the rye. So again, Art of the Spirits, absolute buy. Go pick one up at Crestmount if you like. Wild Turkey Unforgotten, literally the only Master's Keep they've done that's worth a damn in quite some time. In quite some time, we must say. Just, the Master's Keeps after this have been just horseshit trash. They really have. So, I don't know to say, and Art of the Spirits is pretty good. Now again, that is a rye, it is an MGP Rye. Haven't tried their stuff from Missouri, so I don't know about that. But there you go. Our first, toe in the water with Art of the Spirits turned out pretty good. So thank you again, Pinkle, and thank you, Crestmount. If you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening, everybody.